Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Warfare here on World Championship Wreckage's YouTube channel. And man, for me, it feels like it has been a minute. And don't worry, Dad Hat, I'm not mad at the last episode. I was in Philly for Mania. I thought it was a fine episode, even though we never have draws on this show, but we had a draw on the last episode, so it's all good. Well, I'm XLJ the OG, and today is going to be a very special episode for multiple reasons. Number one, the topic, but also we've got some very special guests joining us today for the first time here on World Championship Wreckage's YouTube channel. First off, he's a wizard. I had to get that in. Had to do that just once. We've got Doug with us. How are you, good sir?
I am alive, happy, and well.
Awesome. Great to have you with us. And, of course, we also have with us Richie Mars. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing fantabulous today. I'm ready to get started on this fantasy warfare. The intro was very spooky. I hope Doug and I will come out of here alive, but that's up for people to decide.
Hey, we're going to find out in the next hour here. So it's going to be a very interesting topic today that I'm excited about. And what's really cool about this is, hey, there's potential this could happen. As we all know, a couple weeks ago, Jordan Grace showing up in NXT, going into Battleground to challenge for the NXT Women's Championship. So today's topic, of course, we are doing NXT versus TNA. Ooh, baby, shucky ducky quack quack. And hey, go ahead and order the DoorDash like Booker T, because this is going to be a good, fun episode. Let me tell you something. Well, gentlemen, first off, as we always start off here on Fantasy Warfare, we got to know what would be the name of your shows. And I'll start with you, Doug, first. So what would be the name of your NXT versus TNA show?
Wow. It was a toss-up, but like I'm gonna go very generic here. Worlds Collide. Literally,
Collide.
Worlds Collide.
I like it. I mean, that's, hey man, you're stating the obvious. So would you have an idea where a dream venue you would want to host Worlds Collide?
I want to say the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta.
Ooh, okay. I like keeping
There's
it.
there's some bias in there.
It's all good, bro.
Gotta represent my home, man, my homeland.
Nah, I respect it. I respect it, man.
If I can come and get some varsity and then go to the, I'll do it, man. I'm down.
Oh yeah, swing by, come on down. You might go through a little traffic though. It's a little wild.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Atlanta scares the bejesus out of me. I'm not gonna lie, that traffic, bro. Woo! Don't say how you do it. What, 7 lanes? Kudos to you, my friend.
And the crazy part about it is you can literally work right up the street and you still need to leave 30 minutes early because that's how much you're going to be in traffic.
Dude, I believe that 100, man. Gosh. Richie, what about you, my friend? What would be the name of your dream NXT versus TNA show?
You know, for this, like, I was thinking, and I was like, man, no ideas coming to me. But then I decided to learn the KISS rule, keep it simple, silly. And I decided NXTNA, instead of takeover, it's crossover, because TNA crossed the line and NXT took over. So why not combine the names into one? NXTNA crossover.
Damn, you're cooking. I like it.
I like that.
That's pretty solid, bro. I kudos to you. I like it. Do you have a dream venue you want to host this in?
The Kia Center.
Okay.
In Orlando, because that is, I feel like, neutral territory. It's not the Impact Zone. It's not the NXT Arena, but we're still in Orlando, Florida. So we go right in there, and it's neutral battleground, neutral territory.
You're going. I like that. Like playing into the history too. I love this.
Yeah, I've thought a lot about my card and how to like play into some historical elements. So hopefully, the venue and the name pay off for me.
All right. Well, let's just dive right into it. And Doug, I'll start with you, sir. What is that ever important opening matchup on your show?
Trent Seven versus Tyler Bate in an Iron Man match.
Oh shit! Holy shit,
Get
dude!
your attention out the gate.
You're not holding any punches, are you? Holy shit! In an Iron Man match? Oh my god!
Jeez.
Out the gate to get your attention, to keep you invested, to have you feeling like, what is next? Who was gonna follow this? Because this was an absolute banger.
Dude, that's gonna be hard for everybody else on your card, man. The story of Mustache Mountain. Oh man, dude, fuck. Just take my money now. I don't need to see anything else. Like, I'm good. Like, this is, god dang, dude. That's a hell of an opener. I'm assuming 60 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good old
Nice.
standard Iron Man
Oh
match.
yeah.
Trying to do an AEW card, we're gonna be to bed by like 3 a.m.
Hey, we're gonna do this proper, right?
I feel you. I feel you.
Can we start in the afternoon? You know, like, let's just pretend we're over in England or something. Start time then, and we'll still be done by midnight. But anyways, dude, I love it. I gotta ask, who's going over though?
Oh, it is going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw.
Okay.
You're gonna have the crowd chant 5 more minutes, and Doug's gonna come out and say, "No, you got 60 minutes. You're not getting 5 more out of me."
It's like, we gotta send these people home at some point, dude. That is a killer matchup. Like that. Like, I don't even know why I didn't even think of that in my brain, but as soon as you said it, it's like, oh, that writes itself. It really does. Oh, damn, that's a hell of an opener. All right, Richie. NXT TNA crossover. How you gonna top that? What is gonna be your opener?
All right, we're gonna have a 6 women's Ultimate X match for the NXT Women's Championship.
Ooh, okay.
We have Roxanne Perez versus Thea Hale versus Sol Ruca versus Alicia Edwards versus Giselle Shaw and versus Sue Young.
Ooh, I love it. Get to see Sue Young back in the ring. Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, man. Starting off, you got an Iron Man match over here. We got an X Division match over here. Kicking off the show. This is going to be a crazy episode of Fantasy Warfare, man. I love it.
We ain't pulling any punches here.
No, we're not. Damn, that's a solid one. And I love the too that your fact that you're kicking off with the women here too as well. Because I think like that to me, and we've said it on our show over on Cole TV PW60 that the 2 best divisions in all of women's wrestling right now, it's NXT and it's always been TNA. So yeah,
I agree.
That's why I'm excited about the NXT TNA crossover, just because if you add them both together, separate they're good, but together it is so like the depth of the division of talent is just there. And you could do anything with it. So much so we have, the NXT North American Women's Championship that's coming into fruition. And now you just combine that, the doors, no pun intended, are blown wide open with just the divisions in general.
Endless possibilities, man. I love it. And also, you've got this potential mystery opponent for Jordan Grace at Against All Odds coming up too. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be possible.
Anything's
possible.
That's what we love, man. We're spoiled rotten wrestling fans right now. I got to tell you.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Richie. I got to ask you, who is going over in this Ultimate X match to kick off your show?
So Roxanne's going over, but a spot that's going to happen in that match is Sol Ruca is going to hit somebody. Could be Alicia Edwards, could be Thea Hale, could be Sue Young, could be Giselle Shaw, but she's going to hit her cutter from those ropes on the Ultimate X cables. That's going to be the climactic to take both Sol Ruca and somebody else out, and then Roxanne Perez is just going to sneak on in, grab that NXT Women's Championship. She's going to retain here.
I like it, man. Prodigy retains, dude. I love the Sol Ruca spot. That's sick. I tell you, that's one thing I'm excited about that ladder match, man. Like, what in the world is she going to do in that matchup? That's going to be just sick.
It's, again, like we keep saying, endless possibilities. And especially with the women, they're going to get a chance to show out, and I'm super excited about it.
Dude, that's yeah. Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, man. All right, let's keep the momentum with you, Richie. All right, what is following up this Ultimate X match? Are we going to get a little breather, or are we just going to go right back into it?
It's kind of a breather, but in a different way, because again, you had two women in that match are going to kind of like transition into this match, so to speak. So it's going to be for the TNA Tag Team Championships. It's the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, versus Chase U. It's the System versus the Chase U college education system that we got going on here.
Oh,
So there's a lot of different plays out there. You have that double entendre where it's the System, as in the system that's happening in TNA wrestling, and then the System in NXT, which is, of course, Chase U.
I like it, man. You got me sold. Who's going over, though?
I got to give it to the System here. Chase U is going to get a fantastic effort. Duke Hudson's going to run wild. But, unfortunately, you got the veterans of Brian Myers and you have Eddie Edwards in there. I see them picking this up over the established team of Chase U.
Yeah, I could see that. I'd be pulling for Chase U, but I think at the end of the day, you can't stop the System, man.
You got to tug at the heartstrings a little bit, and then you just rip it out of the chest.
Yep. All right, Doug, I'm going to come back to you. What in the world are we going to follow this Iron Man matchup at Worlds Collide? What is your second match on your card?
Singles match between Speedball Mike Bailey and Wes Lee.
Oh, holy shit. Damn, bro. Damn, Richie, he's not holding back, bro.
I'm not.
He's fucking going all in, no pun intended.
You going all in, man. That's what it's all about.
That is like, I feel like I'd be watching like a freaking, like a game of like Pong or something going like back and forth. I mean, it's going to be nuts. Stuff that Speedball and Wes Lee are doing, it's like, holy shit.
I'm just saying, you gotta like in the arena and everyone watching that match after the show, from the Iron Man match to this one, you gotta check their BPM after that one, because you gotta.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like one of those where it's like you're wearing the Apple Watch and it's like, oh, I can't read it right now because your heart's beating too fast. That's exactly what this first 1-2 punch of Wiz's matches is going right now.
Hey, they don't call him a wizard for nothing, folks. I mean, man, he's working some fucking magic here. Oh, bro. I got to ask you, who's going over in this one?
So it's going to be a close match, but Mike Bailey is going to win. So the way I envision it, Wes Lee is going to have it for a good portion of the match. He's going to go get cocky, hit a tope suicida. Mike Bailey's just going to catch him with a super kick midair. That's where things turn around. He gets the win.
I like it, man. Dude, starting it off with the Speedball Mountain in your first two matches, dude, that's pretty sick. And if I could just get a cheap plug in here, Mr. B-Roll and I over on Cole TV was actually at those Impact tapings, and you can see that vlog where we got to witness that match in person over on Cole TV. Just throwing that out there. Nice. Fine. I got to plug the shit out of everything, guys. Sorry.
Nah, do your thing, brother. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, bro. Speaking of keep going, man, like Doug, let's stay with you. What are we doing after this? So what are we following up Speedball and Wes Lee with? Like, are you gonna let us breathe?
I'll give you some time to breathe. So
Okay.
We're gonna follow it up with the return of Beer Money.
Ooh, okay.
Versus Brooks and Jansen. Sorry, Brooks and Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, Brooks and Josh Briggs.
That is an interesting matchup. I didn't think about. I like how you're going from this now. So okay, now we're gonna pull at the nostalgia strings. You know, people want to see Beer Money back together. We get Bobby Roode. We get the Cowboy James Storm. And that's a compelling matchup. It's an interesting matchup, stylistic wise, I think, with them going up against Brooks and Briggs, man. And you kind of getting Brooks and Briggs back together. So I can dig it, dude. I like it. I like this matchup. In my heart of hearts, though, I'm hoping Beer Money goes over. But I understand if we go with the young guns, so to speak.
Gotta go with the young guns. This is one of those prove yourself.
I get it. Yeah. Let me throw something at you on this one. What if what if Storm turns on Rude? And it's like, for all those years, like when you hit me that damn bottle, don't think I don't forget and remember that, what if it was something like that? Like, oh shit.
Well, he had that karmatic retribution coming.
Now that's what I call sorry about your damn luck.
End scene. I love it, dude. That's awesome, bro. Okay, Richie, I'm gonna come over to you now, my friend.
All right.
What are we following up with the tag team title match?
So for me, I love tying up loose ends, and there was a pretty big one that happened last year, and I want to right that wrong here today. So for the NXT North American Championship, Obafemi is going to defend against somebody who had their chance ripped away from him, the X Division champion, Mustafa Ali.
Oh, shit, dude.
Now for anyone who has forgotten, Mustafa Ali won a number one contenders match for the North American Championship to face Dominic Mysterio, but of course, unfortunately, he was released from NXT, and now is making a splash on not only the independents, not only New Japan, but TNA Wrestling being their X Division champion. And ironically, ever since these two men have won their championships, no losses on either one of them. So somebody's O is going to go with this match. And with Mustafa Ali and Obafemi, two dynamic personalities in their own right for completely different reasons. You have the young gun, and then you have the experienced vet who is now coming into the prime of his career. So is it going to be experience, or is it going to be raw talent?
Dude, that is such a compelling matchup, and then stylistic wise too as well. But they would gel so good with each other. Like, oh my gosh, I can just imagine like the back and forth of this. Like, man, how do you pick a winner? I don't know. Like, I feel 50-50 on this one, but I got to know like who's going over.
Who's going over? It's got to be Obafemi, because he's the young gun in this. Mustafa Ali, he will lose nothing from losing to this guy who's essentially going to be the future of professional wrestling as we know it. And I'm calling it here right now. He is going to be what WWE wanted Ahmed Johnson to be, but this man is so much more athletic, so much more captivating, and I can't wait to see what happens with his career.
That is a very interesting analogy because, yeah, my God, Ahmed Johnson, man, that was like supposed to be the guy. They were going to push him to the moon, and then, well, we all know the rest is history. But dude, that's a fascinating comparison. But I love that Ahmed, like the modern day Ahmed Johnson, and Obafemi is just that dude's a beast, man.
He is.
Like when I saw him debut on NXT, like his first match before the breakout tournament, I sent it immediately to my friend. I'm like, this is going to be the guy. This is going to be the guy in 10 years time. He's going to be like as long as he stays healthy, his character's on the right trajectory, he is going to be unstoppable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely one of the future talent, like future bright guys in all of pro wrestling, man. He is. Whatever he does, as long as he stays down that path, he's gonna annihilate people. Like whenever they put him on the main roster, that's gonna be holy shit. I hope we get plenty of time with him. Oh yeah, I was gonna say he's pretty young too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the future's bright.
Yes, it is. All right. Man, it's crazy. I think we're almost halfway through these cards, but Richie, I gotta know, what is your fourth match on your show?
All right, this one was my very first match that I actually picked out because it was too perfect not to put here. So it's going to be a good old grudge match between two former friends and tag team partners that we haven't seen for a while. We're going to have Josh Alexander versus Ethan Page.
The North.
I love it.
And the story of this match is interesting because there have been reports and interviews with both of them saying they haven't talked to each other since Ethan Page left Impact Wrestling. Of course, he went to AEW, the Independents, trying to make his name and splash elsewhere. But unfortunately, I feel like some people were kind of let down, whether it was creative, whether it was his positioning. They didn't get enough out of Ethan Page, while Josh Alexander arguably became Mr. TNA with his time with his World Championship reign. and everything like that. And now we have Ethan Page going to NXT WWE, so he could play. Now I'm on the big stage while you're still playing down there. But Josh Alexander is, once you left here, that's when people start taking Josh Alexander seriously. So who's going to win this match between former tag team partners, former friends, and arguably one of the best teams in TNA history?
That is, oh my, yeah, that is an awesome. I love that. I think it's so interesting with Josh Alexander. Like you hit the nail on the head, like with his career trajectory after the North broke up. Because I mean, honestly, when I was watching back then, I both incredible talents, but truthfully, I found myself gravitating more towards Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
But once Josh Alexander went out on his own, I was like, holy shit, this guy is the real deal. And for him to get that incredible run he's had in TNA and practically be the face of the company. And then, now we're seeing Ethan, even though it's been like a couple of weeks still in NXT, still we know what All Ego is all about, what he can do. So this is a fascinating matchup. I got to know, though, who's going over.
I have Josh Alexander going over here because the simple fact, it's almost like an MMA fighter switching their coach. You know what I mean? He went to this AEW camp, this independent camp. Now Ethan Page is in NXT, still finding his footing. We're not sure how he's going to be different, if he's going to be different at all. But Josh Alexander, still consistent, still has been him. Didn't need a change for anybody. And that's what's going to win him the match in the end, because Josh Alexander knows himself, while Ethan Page is still in a section where we don't know who Ethan Page is. And now with Josh Alexander, he knows who he is, but Ethan Page, he's still trying to figure that out in that solo capacity.
I like it. Dude, that is, because I mean, it's like he just went, like, I don't know, you can say what you will about like the AEW run. I mean, it was what it was. Like, could have been better, yes, 1,000 times, yes. But I mean, still, like, I feel like Ego has got that chip on his shoulder and something to prove. So yeah, that is going to be. But I think you're right, Josh Alexander. I mean, just being the face in TNA, he's gotta be the guy to pull this out, man. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this, since we're talking here, let's just go ahead and throw this out there. Ethan Page, can he beat Trick Williams at Battleground?
There's always a chance, there's always going to be a chance. And that's the most interesting thing about wrestling that I like. And because we've been through the eras where it's just like, oh, we know XYZ is going to win. But sometimes it's like, oh, we don't know how they're going to win. But for a while, it was just like, all right, this person's going to win. It was almost like, you put something in Chat GPT and it's like, oh, it's the answers I expected. But with this coming for Battleground, and with Trick Williams, he still hasn't found that rival that he could promote himself and his championship run. Melo's already in the main roster, so that issue's done with. But we don't know who's going to be that person that's going to push Trick to the next level. Maybe it is a veteran like Ethan Page. Maybe it is something like Ethan Page wins at Battleground, gets a statement like that, since he took out half the NXT roster already. So there, you could play with that, or are we going with the Trick Williams, who's going to overcome the odds in the end? And how does Trick Williams wrestle as this NXT champion like competitor? We're going to see.
Yeah, I almost feel like I could flip a coin. I mean, I love both the guys so much too. I don't want to see Trick already drop it, but man, it's dude, Battleground is going to be off the chain.
No, I'm excited, especially with the UFC Apex in there too.
Oh yeah, that aspect of it too, just to see how that setup is going to be. It's man, if you're not watching Sunday Battleground, you got to check it out. It is going to be an amazing show.
Oh yes,
Doug, I got to ask you, man, what do you think about the Ethan Page and Trick Williams? I know we're getting a little bit off topic here, but still, like it ties in, with this TNA versus NXT. But what do you think? Old Ego could walk out the NXT champion?
Not a chance. I will say this though. This gives an opportunity to show Ethan Page what Ethan Page truly is. Like, we've had glimpses of it here and there, but we've never really gotten a good, solid 30-minute classic with All Ego. Well, I want to see how well he can go swimming in those waters. I want to see how truly gifted he is. So this would be a good opportunity, a new clean slate, brand new company. He hasn't really made a splash, hasn't really done anything besides his debut. So here's his chance to knock the ball out the park and get a good, hey, this is who I am. And everyone goes, yep, that's who you are. We're right behind you, buddy. We got you.
I like it, dude. Like I can, I don't know. I've always been a huge All Ego fan, but I'm like you. I think Trick has to win this. I feel like more than Ethan has to win this. Cause I mean, Ethan can still be like, he could still easily be the top heel on NXT without this. I mean, it could just fuel the fire, right? But you could also go in the direction too of like he wins the belt and like now it's like ha ha ha, I beat your champion. Like now what? So either way, dude, it's going to be an awesome show. But speaking of awesome shows, your guys' are pretty damn impressive so far. I'm coming back to you, Doug, though. So following up the Beer Money and Brooks and Briggs match, what is your fourth match on your show?
So, I know it's probably not like a match that's everyone's on their radar, but this is kind of like a curiosity match to me. I want to see Tiffany Stratton versus Jordan Grace.
Oh, okay. I like it. So what made you kind of come to like, because I mean, there's so many different you could put against Jordan Grace. What made you decide on Tiffy time?
Tiffany Stratton has a very athletic background, and it shows off in her moveset. Now with Jordan Grace, with her speed and power, that's a clash of styles. And the last match I've seen that was like a true clash of styles was Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan, and that was a fun match to watch. I thought it was going to be one of those one-sided matches, like, this is going to be your typical Brock Lesnar match, and I was thoroughly entertained. I was surprised about how good that match was. So I'm thinking we might have one of those sleeper match, but like, oh, these women are actually putting on a class.
Okay, I can dig it. Who's going over in this one?
Tiffy time. Sorry, guys.
Oh, the Juggernaut is going down to Tiffy time. Oh,
Tiffy time, guys.
Oh shit! I thought for sure you were gonna say Grace, but no, man. The Juggernaut's going down to Tiffy time.
Juggernaut didn't set it back for daylight savings, let alone Tiffy time.
Wow. Damn. All right, bro. All right, I respect it. God, you got me thrown off guard on that one. But you know what's cool about that too, man? Where you got the placement on the card, because I think everybody going into be like, oh yeah, Jordan Grace is gonna wipe the floor with her, but Tiffany Stratton winning, and I mean, think of how huge that would be for her. Because I mean, she's already on this trajectory. I mean, you could easily say that's like one of the biggest wins of her career, as she beats like arguably at this time frame the most dominant knockouts champion of her time in Jordan Grace. So. Now, let me ask you this. Does she do it clean?
And that's where I was going to say that the heel heart in me absolutely was not a clean win. It was not a clean win at all. I would say she would go hit Jordan Grace in the back of the head with a forearm. She runs into the referee. Referee falls. Tiffy time with her little purse, with her little hard object, and just smack. Throws it out the ring. Ref, wake up, wake up, wake up. Goes with the best beautiful moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3. And the crowd is just, are you serious right now? Just to see the crowd reaction. My heel little heart loved to see crowds just so angry. Like the best one I've seen was Jinder Mahal. I laughed so hard that night. Just everyone just...
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like you're fucking with me, right? Like what? That he just beat Randy Orton. What's going on?
What's going on here? And I'm like,
Like what?
There was I didn't sense an ounce of hindering that happened that night.
Yeah.
All was right in the world with Mr. Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Modern day Maharaja. Okay, so after this shocking moment, Doug, how are we following this up? Like, what's your fifth match?
It is going to be PCO versus Dijak.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Time to wake the crowd up.
Dude.
Hold on,
dude.
Hold on, let's check the like it to dislike ratio bar right here. I don't want us to get ratioed really badly right now. Let me see. All right, we're still good. All right, good.
Oh shit, dude! That is the monster against. God dang, dude! Like Dijak could just beat on him all freaking day, but are you? Can he stop? Can he stop Frankenstein's monster? Like, who's going over in this one?
Oh, Dijak's going over.
Okay.
Dijak's going. It's going to be an absolute physical war. It's gonna spill out. It's gonna end off the first time in a count out, and then we're gonna have Santino like, no, we're not going to do this time. We're going to restart the match. No disqualification. And then we're gonna start it right back up, and it's gonna spill backstage, and it's gonna spill in the crowd, and it's gonna spill in the concessions, and we're gonna bring it on back to the ring, and Dijak's gonna knee him straight to hell for a 3 count.
Okay. Hell yeah, bro. Dude, it's in a solid spot too, man, because I think that would be like one of the marquee matchups going into this, because people know you're gonna get your meaty men slapping meat in this one for sure.
Bumping meat.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Oh shit, dude. I love me some meat. Richie, I'll come back to you, buddy. What is the fifth match?
Pause.
There, you can clip that, Dad Hat. There's your clip.
Remember to like this video, subscribe, write a comment, call to action.
I'm just saying, bro.
I know.
Oh man, so what is up next on NXT TNA crossover for you? Your fifth match.
You know, we had the TNA staple, we had the Ultimate X match, but now I feel like we need an NXT staple in here. So I'm going with the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Ooh,
so
okay,
5 different competitors in this match, and we have Speedball Mike Bailey, Axiom, Jonathan Gresham, Tony D'Angelo, and of course, my personal favorite, Nick Nemeth.
Oh, okay.
So we got we got presence of almost every single style you can have in wrestling in this 25-minute match, where it's part scramble, part King of the Mountain, which is a TNA staple, fused into one giant matchup right here. And the winner gets a title shot at their choosing.
Oh, okay. I love the stipulation there too. Let me ask you this: are we getting the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham? I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like it. I gotta tell you, seeing that up close in person like a couple weeks ago was kind of scary a little bit. I thought he was gonna come over and like just spew octopus guts on me. I was like, oh god. Anyways.
Well, that's what makes it so different, because regular Jonathan Gresham in this type of matchup, he would have been a little bit more straightforward, but now we have the Octopus. We don't know where he's coming from, how he will adapt to this kind of matchup, and especially when you have styles like Axiom, you have Speedball Mike Bailey always speeding around, but then you have Tony D'Angelo and Nick Nemeth, 2 collegiate wrestlers in this match too, that will try to slow down the pace while also grappling and trying to hold things down. So it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I love that this is the match you chose as like one of your gimmick matches too, by the way. All right, who is going to ultimately be the Iron Survivor in this matchup?
I have him starting and I have him finishing. I'm going Speedball Mike Bailey.
Nice.
He's going because I figured Roxanne Perez, she won Ultimate X. She's from NXT. I figure somebody from TNA gets something on the other foot with this matchup right here. So I figure Mike Bailey will take it, and then he'll choose a championship of his choosing. But is it a TNA championship? Is it a NXT championship?
Yeah.
So we have to see how that goes around.
Dude, I love the concept of that too, just because it's like, okay, it's both NXT and TNA, so it can be for any championship he wants. So
everyone's got to look over their shoulder seeing Mike
constantly.
Bailey.
Yeah. And if you see him, like, run, folks. Like,
you'll catch up. Don't run.
Man. Yeah.
Do the Drax thing. Stand so still that you're invisible. That's how
you do. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, either way, Speedball is going to get you, and it's not going to be ending too good for you. Okay, what are you following up your Iron Survivor matchup with?
So I got 3 matches left, but with this, I call it like a triple main event. It's for the TNA Knockouts Championship. It's Jordan Grace versus Meiko Satomura.
Meiko Satomura.
Fucking wild card.
Let's
fucking go. Fucking here for it, bro.
We're going. You know what? When Doug pulled out the Iron Man match earlier, I thought the meme, somebody call an ambulance, but not for me.
It's okay. Hang on, Richie. Hang on now.
Oh, you think I'm done, but we just getting started.
I think, dude, he's coming at the thunder with you, just like you started off your show, man. Like, he's gonna end it. Oh, baby, I can't wait to see where this is going. But
I got some tricks up my sleeve.
That was a matchup like never even thought about in my wildest dreams, but now that it's out there, it's like I need this in my freaking life, dude. Like, holy shit, that is, oh my god! Just I could just picture it, like just the beginning of it, the stare down, and the whole crowd already even like just chanting, "This is awesome" before they even touch, because it would be freaking awesome. Oh man, so. I got to ask you, Richie, who is going over in this Knockouts Championship matchup?
You know, I haven't had a championship change in a while during this whole card. But that's still going to stay the same. We're going to have Jordan Grace retain.
You tease.
She's going
playing with my heart, bro.
So that's what I do. I'm a storyteller in heart, man. But we're going to have Jordan Grace retain. Gonna have a big show of respect at the end, of course. And again, this is pretty much the definition of a crossover. Two things that you want to happen but you never thought would happen. This is the definition of it right here.
Yeah, man, I hope it happens someday. I don't care how, wherever it's at. If it's at freaking TNA, if it's at NXT, if we gotta go to a freaking indie show. If I got to go to like a back alley on a Saturday night, I don't care. I need to see this matchup. I will pay money to see this matchup, no matter what.
Sounds like a what was it? Is it a Wrestling Society X kind of deal where it's like, oh, we're going to the back alley. We're going to the back alley.
That's what it takes, man. That's what it takes. I'll be there. Shit, dude. All right, Doug, I'm coming back to you, man. What is the 6th match on Worlds Collide?
When I said I had tricks up my sleeve, I have tricks up my sleeve. This is what I'm gonna call the English card.
He has intent, though. I can tell this is gonna be. I'm gonna let you know. This is gonna be some good shit. I know.
Nah, he's gonna get me where it hurts. Let's hear it.
Crazy Steve versus Joe Gacy in a hardcore match.
Oh shit!
That's a little cuckoo bananas. I appreciate it.
We're gonna get weird.
Not just weird, but it's spelled with a 3 and not an E.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude, that is Oh man, love is blind. I gotta know.
Instead of using thumbtacks, we're using Legos and old Nintendo systems.
Ooh.
Okay. I can dig it.
Someone's gonna get caught in that corner. It's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel good at all.
It's gonna be a bad time.
So I gotta ask you, who's going over in this one?
Crazy Steve is going over.
Okay. I like it. Oh man, I'm just the chaos of this matchup. I can't even imagine like the stuff that they would do in this matchup, and just like it would be a combination of like brutality mixed with like just silliness. I think just like it'd be like an all you can eat buffet pretty much. Dude. All right. I smell what you're cooking, Doug. So we're pretty much getting down to the wire here. This would be your semi-main event, your 7th match on Worlds Collide. What you got?
Josh Alexander versus Charlie Dempsey.
I was hoping somebody was going to have that matchup. Yes.
Good one.
Yes.
Is it under Heritage Cup rules or is it just straight up?
Yeah.
Heritage Cup rules.
Heritage Cup. Okay. The only thing I would say is like a greedy wrestling fan, can we get like time extended on this one? Like I think that would be
Give it 10 extra minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes per round, yeah.
It's like, gosh, you gotta be thinking like, well, you greedy bastard, I gave you an Iron Man match to kick off my show. But anyways. But that is, yes, the walking weapon against Charlie Dempsey. Just the strong style in that matchup, like oh my god, dude, chest would be beat red. There would probably be
plugging it out.
The bruises galore. Oh man. All right.
Just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
This isn't a mox match.
I mean, hey. It's Regal's kid, is it not?
Yeah. What if we threw that in there? Doug, what if William Regal was in Dempsey's corner?
Ooh, I smell heel work aboard.
And then what if, let me throw this at you. Let's make it even a little bit more exciting. We put a TNA original like in Josh Alexander's corner. Like what if it was like, say, I don't know, AJ Styles?
Now
what if I throw this out there? I know we haven't got to the end of the match yet, but Willie Reegs, with a trick up his sleeve, throws the brass knucks in to the middle. But who's he handing it to? And the clock is ticking for the end of the round.
Ooh.
So the temptation's there. Is the clock getting to somebody? Will they give in to the temptation of the knucks? I don't know. It's not my match. I didn't book it, so it's not my decision.
I like it though, man. It's very compelling. That's what these cards are doing. They're compelling me to spend my hard-earned money. Doug, who's going over? Josh Alexander or Charlie Dempsey?
That's the one that was really hard for me because I sat and I thought about this for a long minute, but I have to go Charlie. I gotta go Charlie.
Oh wow. Okay. Give it to the young man. I mean, that I would say that would easily be the biggest win of his career. I mean, he's had some great success early on, but that would be huge to defeat the walking weapon. Oh man.
Then he immediately punches his father in the face, saying, "I don't need you anymore."
Oh yes. I'm
the villain now.
Heat right back on him.
Oh, dude, that's solid. All right, Richie. You said it was a triple main event.
Yep.
What is your second main event matchup?
The second main event match is for the NXT Championship. We have Trick Williams versus, say his name and he appears, I believe in Joe Hendry.
My God. Dude. I love it. Oh, man, dude. You literally have got the two biggest baby faces in both companies right now. Like, easily. Like, so much confliction here because it's just like, who do I...
Can you just imagine the crowd chant? Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. You know, it's like everything
we
just
believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah.
We believe. Whoop
We
that
believe.
trick.
Whoop that trick. We believe. Oh my God, the back end. They wouldn't even have a match. It would just be that for like the first 10 minutes or so, man.
With his face off.
That is. Yeah. I'm gonna pay you again for this pay-per-view. It's so damn good. So, who's going over in this one, bro?
This is tough because it's a babyface versus babyface match, and you want to build the future, but whose future are we building? So, like I said, we haven't had a championship change in this entire card yet. And that's still going to be it because Trick Williams is retaining over Joe Hendry over a very close match. A very surprised Trick knee. I know people are mixed on the Trick knee. I personally think it's fine. But imagine Joe Hendry goes for the standing ovation, but in the air, Trick Williams hits the Trick knee, knocking Hendry out. 1, 2, 3.
That's a solid finish, dude.
And that's what we got. We still got Whoop That Trick, and Booker T's going crazy on commentary as the music's playing.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
What is going to be the main event of NXT TNA or NXT TNA crossover?
So we have the TNA World Championship on the line. And this is, I feel like, a pretty big one. So I ended it with this. It's going to be TNA champion Moose against the ultimate contender, in my opinion. Because not only has he taken NXT by storm, he took TNA by storm. I'm going with Wes Lee.
Oh, damn. Okay. I
dig it.
I see what you're doing there, and I like it. Damn. Like giving Wesley this massive moment that he so rightfully chooses.
And especially because you still have his tag team partners on the TNA roster. You know,
Rascals, so that makes me wonder, are the Rascals going to get a little rascally in this main event? They're going to make
it's like a little bit of a temptation. Do you want to be with your friends? But when you're separated from your friends, you're on this whole journey. So it's kind of like a little bit of a Josh Alexander, Ethan Page kind of story where it's just like, are you too good for us now? Or are they going to be there? It's like, hey, we support you and your journey like you supported us. So there's a lot of questions going on. And especially with Wes Lee, a lot of people, when Zach left NXT, they weren't sure like what Wes Lee was going to do, but then he had to prove himself and literally scratch and claw his way to the top, and that's what he's doing in this match right here against Moose.
Yeah, and you get the classic. I always love a great big man against a great little man. That story, and these guys would work together tremendously. Both stupidly athletic. Man. All right, you've been teasing like title changes.
Yeah.
Can the unthinkable happen in the main event? Does a TNA or does an NXT wrestler win the TNA title? What is the finish? Yeah, look at Doug. Doug's all up. He wants to know. I want to know. The world wants to know. What is going to happen in this main event?
So, two corners, right? Two opposite corners. We have spear. We have the cardiac kick. One of them's going to hit first. And that kick is going to hit first. So Wes Lee is going to be your new TNA champion.
Oh, we get a title change.
Oh, shit.
So the ultimate crossover, you have a former TNA guy who's now rebranded as an NXT guy, who then rebranded himself from a tag team to a solo competitor, get the ultimate solo verification of being that singles competitor, and that is why Wes Lee is going to be winning this NXT crossover event.
It's a great story too. That's the one thing. It'd be a tremendous matchup, but the story is just, oh my god, too. And you could even do like some stuff. Let's say you do tease doing like the Rascals getting involved, and then you have like, okay, what if the system comes out and like stops that, shuts that shit down, you know?
Mhm.
Oh my god, dude, that triple main event, man, that's pretty solid. But I cannot forget, Doug, you opened pretty strong, but you still got a main event, man. So what the hell is going to be the main event of Worlds Collide?
Obafemi versus Moose.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! I love how we both go. Well, you guys both go with like, okay, Moose is going to go up against like a guy who's pretty much could be the next top talent, like on the rise in NXT. So, oh my god, the Uber.
Doug just said, "I don't care about work rate. I don't care about any of that.
Fuck it.
We just want big men right here."
You thought it was meaty. All right. So pretty much the best way I think to put it is we got PCO and Dijak's like son of Baconator. The Obafemi and Moose is like a triple fucking Baconator. Or something. It's just gonna fuck you up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro. Dude,
He wants like the Godzilla. I think there's like a Godzilla patty where it's like a secret menu thing on Wendy's where it's like legitimately like 20 like patties like stacked high, and it's like $40-$50. It's insane.
We're getting into secret menu, like this secret menu main event right here.
We're getting the secret menu. That's how meaty this is,
bro. This is sick. So is this for the TNA title? Or is this a title for title match, maybe, or just straight
winner take all match?
Okay, bro. This is solid, man. Who's winning? Who's going over? Do you go with the Young Gun, or does the system retain here?
The system. It all goes to the system. You have to trust the system.
Okay. So, is there any shenanigans involved in this, though?
Well, there will be a couple of shenanigans, but Obafemi will just shut that down immediately. What's Obafemi to a Brian Myers, right? What's Obafemi to Eddie Edwards, right? So they're going to have a really good effort, but Obafemi is going to be fooling too hard in the sauce, getting rid of the system, and he's not paying attention to Moose. Referee's not paying attention. He's too busy trying to, hey, stop this. And he's going to get clocked in the back of the head with a foreign object.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I can dig it, man.
Alicia Edwards just comes in with a cutter.
Yeah.
Boom.
You saw nothing. Well, gentlemen, you definitely, these are both extremely compelling and spectacular cards. And I just want to say, kudos to you both for coming up with amazing shows, man. Like, gosh, I don't even know where to begin, man. This is every time it gets hard here on Fantasy Warfare, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. This may be the toughest one to ever choose. You guys are like neck and neck in my
on the
like,
back here right there.
Like Doug, I just those opening two, that 1-2 punch. I love the nostalgia with beer money. The shocker of like Tiffany Stratton going over on Jordan Grace. The Dijak and PCO matchup is crazy. And then even crazier is crazy Stephen Gacy. The Alexander Dempsey match, and of course your main event, man. That is some pretty damn good stuff. And then of course Richie, man, like starting off with that Ultimate X and then doing the tag title in the North and that Ali Obafemi matchup, and love the Josh Alexander, Ethan Page. That story writes itself. Doing an Iron Survivor, and then the triple main event, man. Like, shit. And I got to say, like, it seems like when we do these, there's always this one matchup where I didn't even think about, but when I hear it, I'm like, God, I want to see that. And it's definitely, for me, that Jordan Grace and Miko match. That was sick, dude. Oh, my God. This is tough, man. This is fucking tough. And I got to say this, Richie. I got to give you this. The name of yours and the concept of where it's at, I really dig, too. Like, that name is solid, bro. It's, oh, man. God dang, dude. You're making this hard on me. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't mean it.
So fucking good. They're so good. Like, I'm trying to go from a perspective of like if I see the matches listed, because obviously as a fan wouldn't know the outcome of the said matches, but still it's hard to. Boys, I can't do a tie though because we did that on the last episode. I'm blaming that on Dad Hat. Love you, Dad Hat. I gotta say, damn, it's hard. It's really hard. It's like, damn, the first two, Doug, your first two are so fucking good though, man. It's so good. It's like the best. It's like the best fucking appetizer I've ever had at a restaurant, dude. Shit. But then I look over at you, Richie, and like your last three, it's like the best like entree I've had. Like, damn, dude. Damn it. Damn you guys for making this so hard. Can we just combine and stuff? No.
That means Moose would have double duty that night.
Moose used to like.
Moose could do it. Moose.
There's enough moose to go around.
There's enough moose to go around. It's like literally, I would say it's like 51-49. Like literally, you guys are just that even. But if I'm judging it overall and stuff, it's barely, and I mean just barely. I got to give the slight edge to our winner. I got to go with the next TNA crossover. Richie, I got to give it to you, my friend. But Doug, dude, that was a solid show. Like, we could flip a coin. Like both shows are amazing. So, and they're gonna make a huge bank. So
it's like that Fry meme. Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
My money.
It's like I would be these shows are so good. I would be even okay if I was trying to get them on Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report fucked up, and then I ordered it on another app. And I paid double for it. I'm okay with it because they're that damn good.
You didn't have to go there. You didn't have to do them like that. You didn't have to do them like that.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Oh, man. Well, this was an amazing episode of Fantasy Warfare, guys. I really hope we get to see some of these matches come to life because, I mean, I think there's a realistic chance that this could happen. But as always, when we end Fantasy Warfare, we got to end it right, and we got to do a plug-a-palooza. So I will start with you first, Richie. Tell us all where we can find you, my friend.
At Retold Richie Mars on the TikTok and the Instagram. On TikTok, I try to get at least 3 videos out a day on the current wrestling state, wrestling stories, where I think storylines are going, a cool what-if scenario, if I get some hints by the story beats. I also have a podcast, Wrestling Retold and Relive with Richie Mars. That's every Tuesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I have a rotating guest where they choose the topic. I research it, and we just talk about it for an hour or so. And if you go over there, he's going to be on very shortly in an episode. I'm not going to spoil on what that is, but let's just say it's very tribal. I will say it's a very tribal one.
Okay.
So we got that going on. And also on Tuesdays on TikTok, I go live. I go live on TikTok for NXT. So pretty much like anything like that, you could come into the chat, say some type of deals. And we just talk wrestling. Doesn't need to be NXT related. Could be just wrestling in general. We just kind of chill and whatnot. And run the ropes. I have some merch on there. Pro Wrestling Wizard Doug has some merch on there. Our glorious friend BC helps TikTok creators like us and creators like us get our name out there even further. So if you are interested in merchandise for either myself, Doug, or any of your favorite TikTok creators, please go there as well.
Hell yeah, man. And Doug, my friend, where can we find you at?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search Wrestling with Just Doug. I'm also on Spotify. I have a podcast called Wrestling with Just Doug. Talk about all current events. I ramble about wrestling in general. New episodes drop Thursdays instead of Mondays. And on Wednesdays, I am on live on TikTok with AEW Dynamite. We have the likes of Richie Mars that likes to hop in, and Chrissy Tina, BC, Michaela the Ring Queen. 216 Bonnet Bitch. We're all in there every Wednesday. So if you want to come in, joke with us, hang out with us on TikTok, you can find me at Just Doug Brand, or just search up Pro Wrestling Wizard, and you'll either see me with a wizard hat, aka my bonnet, or just my old face.
Hey, that's worth the price of admission right there, brother. Hey, and I just gotta say too, I love your guys' is what you're both doing, man. You guys are killing it right now. You guys are incredible creators. I love like your little family you guys got going, man. You got some amazing people that are around. It's like seriously, keep doing what y'all's doing because we love it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tremendously appreciate it.
Absolutely. And hey, if you also love some of the content that these guys put out, also check out, of course, Cole TV, where you can see myself along with my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, Mr. B-Roll. And we've got some pretty cool stuff coming to you next week on Cole TV. We got a brand new episode of Pro Wrestling 60, as well as a new episode of our show, The Hunt. And we've got an exclusive vlog coming out where Mr. B-Roll and I got to check out Micro Wrestling. That's right. We got to check out the world famous Micro Wrestling off of the Discovery Channel. You're all familiar with the Little Brawler show. So that'll be coming next week on Cole TV. And of course, you can catch me here on World Championship Wreckage. We've got so much amazing content coming to you. If you're not doing so, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button right now. Well, once again, gentlemen, I want to thank you so much, Doug and Richie, for joining me here on this episode of Fantasy Warfare. You guys were amazing, and this was such a fun time.
Yeah,
thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, thank you guys. So, well, let's go wrap it up for this episode of Fantasy Warfare. Until next time, we'll see you at the matches. Bye.